Hello guys, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. Today I'm doing a full review on the Yoder Flattop Charcoal Grill, so stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back. As I mentioned, this is a Yoder Flattop Charcoal Grill and the size is a 24 by 48, and I want to do a full kind of an orientation, if you will, before I actually use it. So I haven't used it, seasoned it, or anything like that yet, but I wanted to give you guys a tour of the outside. And first off, I got to tell you that the build quality, the construction is amazing. Oh, we're good. Interrupted by a hummingbird. But guys, again, the construction is solid, just like everything that Yoder builds. It does have a stainless steel front shelf that measures 37.5 inches by 12 inches in depth, and that's awesome because that serves as a table. You can put your rubs or any kind of grilling utensils that you may need on that front shelf. The tires are 9-inch pneumatic tires, and it sits up pretty high. I'm 6'1", and this is the perfect height for me. You know, I like a grill that I can just kind of walk up to and start cooking, not have to hunch over whatsoever. Let's step over to the right side of the smoker here. We'll start on this side, and you can see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different levels of these notches on the side there with a handle, and that's to raise or lower the charcoal basket that sits inside the smoker. So it's pretty simple. It actually comes with some pins when it's shipped. The lid has some pins, like these little hitch pins here, to hold the lid together, and also that handle so it's not moving around during shipping. And that's also good if you're going to be transporting this. You want to make sure you lock that lid down, lock that handle down, so things aren't moving around on you. So again, you do have 5 different levels. You just grab this rod here and then lift up and put it at the selected level, depending if you're doing kind of a low and slow cook, or if you're doing a hot and fast cook. Maybe you're putting some sear on some steaks. That's what that would be used for, to adjust the height of your charcoal. And I'll open up the lid here in a bit and show you guys the inside. It also has a really large ash tray that I'm going to pull out here, right here. This handle. So that is extremely long, and sorry about the background noise, guys. It's a little windy out here, but that catches all of your ash, and then you can just use a shovel. I use a fire pit kit. It's got a broom and a shovel and a pick and other stuff. So that's what I'll use to clear out any of the ashes and put it inside my ash can that you see there on the right side. So we push this back in, just like that. And again, this is sitting on a competition cart. I've got a Yoder YS640 that's orange, so I wanted this grill to match. And there's the back side of it, as you can see there. The body of the smoker itself is constructed of 10 gauge steel, and the top is 12 gauge steel, and it also has this damper for the exhaust here with a cool touch handle, so you can regulate your temperatures if you're smoking. You can regulate your temperatures if you wanted to, or just use this as a large charcoal grill for a large party. Maybe you're cooking a bunch of steaks. This is ideal for that. Maybe a bunch of chicken on an open pit. That would be ideal. This is the left side of the cooker here. If you notice, you can see the notches for the handle that raises and lowers the charcoal basket. By the way, the charcoal basket is 7 gauge steel. I think Yoder has figured out where to put the steel. If you notice, that's 3 different thicknesses: the 10, the 12, and the 7 gauge being on the charcoal basket, because that's going to get the most abuse. That's where the heat's going to be, so you need a nice solid piece of steel so it doesn't warp or crinkle on you guys. So you can see the notches there, And there's also a plate right there at the bottom. What that is for is if this is going to go in a location and maybe the right side of the cooker doesn't work for you and you want to put it on the left side, well, you can transfer everything over to the left side. You can transfer the handle over, you can move the ash tray to this side, and to put the ash tray on this side, you would just need to remove a couple of bolts here, slide that plate out, put that plate on the other side, bring your tray to this side, which I think is really cool. Especially if you have an outdoor custom kitchen, I think that would be ideal for that. So it does have this handle as well, this cool touch handle that you see there. That is for the lid. Now that is welded onto the cover, or to the lid. So I'm sure if you wanted this built and for some reason the left side didn't work for you, you can get a hold of Yoder and have them weld that handle to the right side, or maybe have them weld two handles. It's entirely up to you. Again, just get a hold of Yoder and I'm sure they can do that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the lid and show you guys the inside. Again, this is the lid, the front of it, and again, it's got a cool touch handle. Just raise it. It's got a couple of stages, so raise this and put it back there just like that. So that's about a quarter of the lid. Then you come over to the left side, grab this handle and lift it the remaining of the way. So now you've got this large griddle grates right here. Now you can get this with the expanded metal, which I'm also going to get the expanded metal grates. So I'm gonna order those as well. But these grates are awesome for large cuts of meat. So if you're cooking steaks, maybe you want to do a brisket, a spatchcock chicken, or a turkey, these grates would be ideal for that. As you can see, there's a griddle, which is awesome. So you can cook up breakfast on this if you want to take this grill camping, or maybe you want to cook some steaks on there, whatever it is that you want to do on that griddle. Cook some pancakes. So that is an attachment that comes with this grill, and if you remove that, then you can put your other grate on that side as well. As far as the height, I've got it. Actually, let me raise the height all the way to the top. All right, so I just moved the handle. It's all the way to the top. Let me get this measuring tape here. So I'm about 4.5 inches right there. 4.5 inches from the charcoal basket, if you will, which is again constructed of 7-gauge steel, which is super thick. So 4.5 inches there. Oops. And let me lower it. Alright. So now I am all the way down, and I'm about 9.5 inches there. So you have a, man, this is awesome. Again, guys, if you want to spatchcock some chickens and you want to cook them low and slow, lower that charcoal basket all the way down. If you want to sear a steak, raise it all the way up to the top. So pretty universal. As far as the lid, so the height here is about 7.5 inches. So you could definitely put a turkey on there and not have to worry about any clearance issues. You could put pork shoulder on there if you wanted to. Heck, you could probably do maybe a 70-pound hog in there. Just sit them on that rack, and I don't think that you'll have any clearance issues, because you do have at that height from the grates to the top, which is again pretty awesome. This grill would also be good for some searing, as I mentioned earlier. If you want to do maybe a reverse sear, you can put your charcoal on one side or your wood on one side, and then put your steak or whatever meat that you're doing kind of off to the side. Let that smoke a little bit, and then come back and sear that piece of meat if you wanted to. So you could definitely do some reverse searing on this, and I can't wait to use this and get it going. As far as what I would recommend to season this smoker is take everything out, not everything, but take the grates out, take the griddle off, wash it with soap and water, and rinse it, dry it, and then go ahead and spray everything down with some oil, maybe some canola oil or something like that. Light your charcoal, fill up the entire charcoal on the bottom, get it nice and hot, and not too hot. Obviously, you don't want to fill it up all the way, but just to get it hot, just so that it seasons everything. And put your griddle on there, and you might have to put a little bit of oil on the griddle, wipe it down, and season that griddle before you actually use it, so your food doesn't stick to it. But that's what I'm going to be doing, guys. And again, I can't wait to use this. I will have some more videos on me using this grill for the first time, so stay tuned for that. But again, guys, I wanted to give you guys a quick review of this 24x48 charcoal flat top grill from Yoder. Before I leave you guys, I almost forgot to mention there are some intake vents here on the bottom, again with some cool touch handles, and that you can use that to regulate your air intake. So guys, I hope you guys like this video. If you're looking for a good charcoal grill, it's kind of universal. This is definitely the grill for you. If you're looking for a griddle and a smoker and a grill, this thing is so universal, guys. I've got so many things running through my mind as far as what I can use this for. So hope you guys like this video. Until next time, Joe, Smokin' Joe's Spit Barbecue. See you guys.